Other new morning. I slept at the casino parking lot last night in Swift Current. They have security there, and they said it was okay. Even though I wasn't an RV, they just took my license plate and type of vehicle and everything and showed me where to park. And uh, I felt quite safe and had a good night. And I stopped at a rest area here, and I'm going to cook myself some breakfast and especially coffee. I'm off to Fort Walsh today, and hope to have a little history lesson there. And that's probably all I'll be doing today pretty well. Wow, what a difference. I like it. I'm seeing trees. A steep, winding road ahead. Woohoo! I like those. Let's get going. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. Soft shoulders. Wow. This is like a wee. Oh, that's something else. They were right when they were saying this is a winding road. Oh, Texas Gate coming up. Oh, gotta watch for cows on the road. Okay. Makes you think you are in Texas. I remember them wandering everywhere when I was down south. This is a good one. Oh, another one. I wonder if I have to come down this as well. Oh, there's no railing there. Oh, I don't want to go over the edge, that's for sure. I really hope I'm on the right road after this. Well, I think I got up here. So this is the Cypress Hills, an oasis in the middle of the prairies. Down there is Fort Walsh, and 2.5 kilometers south of Fort Walsh was where the Cypress Hills massacre occurred. This is nicer than the grasslands. It was so hot yesterday at the grasslands, 35 degrees. Here we got a nice breeze. The Cypress Hills massacre took place in 1873. On June 1st, wolf hunters who had been on the trail of stolen horses attacked a camp of Nakota, resulting in the massacre of elders, warriors, women, and children. This hastened the dispatch of the Northwest Mounted Police and led to one of the first major tests of Canada's law enforcement policies in the West. It did not result in conviction, but the Mounties' efforts to bring the perpetrators to justice convinced First Nations of the impartiality of the force and the government it represented. The memory of the massacre and of their fallen ancestors reinforces the connection between the Nakota and these lands that they hold sacred.
If you're here for, it was typically for one of 4 crimes: possession of alcohol, assault, gambling, or assault, gambling, possession of alcohol, and stealing any horses. I can't remember I said it yet or not. If you did anything worse that got you a sentence of more than a day or under 2 years, then you'd be shipped off to Stony Mountain Penitentiary instead.
In those little cells, there can be up to 3 people trying to sleep in one little cell, and they still would have to do hard labor during the day. So the fort would have had about 130 horses. So there'd be a few different stables. That one smells totally like horses and has weathered wood on the floor. So every barracks had its own mess hall where they would eat and play cards and do things. Then the original layout of the fort, a lot more buildings. And this is a picture of what it would have been in the lower left. That's where some of the Métis would come to trade. And then there'd be the fort. Those white places are where the sick men would be. And there would be quite a few sick men each day from mountain fever. And this would be the village right there. And the mountain fever was because they put all their refuse and all their stuff in the Battle Creek. And that's where they got their water from. I'll just take an overall picture. Well, this would be the wash house. I wouldn't mind a tub like that. I don't have any tub. I love the hills and scenery around here. Hey, I found someplace in Saskatchewan I like. I am trying to find the trails, and I'm not finding them. This is that Battle Creek. This is a road. I got a map, but I'm just totally confused by it. So the Cypress Hills boast one of the largest densities of cougars in North America. I'm not sure if I'm going hiking. We'll see. In the 1820s, there was over 60 million buffalo in North America. By the 1870s, it was down to 245,000. That's how many were hunted for the skins and for the meat. Amazing. It works out to about 4,000 buffalo a day disappeared. Keep crossing bridges over this creek. It just goes on and on and on, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. It's very, very windy. Goes winding again. Oh, let's go have a look down here. It's like a swinging bench. Oh, maybe I'll sit there for a minute. Have a drink of water. Winds that way. And winds that way. Just enjoying a little swing. Whee! Walsh was decommissioned, closed in 1883, and the skilled Métis who relied on government contracts had to seek new means to earn a living. Some of them took up ranching or other occupations in nearby communities. A Métis man may have been a hunter, freighter, contract laborer, and rancher. A Métis woman may have prepared hides, sold beadwork, been a homemaker, seamstress, midwife, and farmhand. Descendants of original Métis settlers lived throughout the Canadian prairies and the U.S. northern plains. And this is a picture of a group of Métis in Maple Creek around 1890. In this small civilian cemetery, there were several citizens of Fort Walsh who died in the first years of the town, and they're buried here. Among them was Francis Clark, the well-liked and respected manager of the I.G. Baker store, who died of fever, and Edward McKay, who had opened the first postal service between Fort Walsh and Fort Benton, Montana. Later, the MWMP granted permission for civilians to be buried in the police cemetery. This is the view they'd have from the cemetery. It's pretty awesome. The Northwest Mounted Police Force was established here at this fort for 8 years, and several young policemen lost their lives, and they are buried here. Later on, civilians were allowed to be buried here. Someone from this area, born 1860 and died in 1933, Henry DeMont. These ones that are fenced here are from... Wow, that person was only 19 years old, that policeman. 1982 was only 22. 6th of November, 82, 23 years old. They were really young. Thomas R. Jackson, age 33. He drowned in Battle Creek in 1906. Wow. This is Captain Clark. Died 1880, October 2nd, age 32 years old. And this one, age 38 years, died in 1880, April 13th. His name is Bert Killaley. Can't quite make that one out. Also first fenced off, but he died August 1939, age 71 years old, Constable Hugh Thomas. So I am going to end this video here. It's just going to be a video about today and Fort Walsh, and I'll see you in the next one. Be careful of the cows. Or cattle. Don't you cross.